Continuing with the chapter Transportation, we'll now go through Indian Railways, which comes under the Ministry of Railways. Indian Railways, when they were initially planned and they were initially made, it was kept in mind the volume of the traffic and the movement of the good that would take place in the different part of the country. So our railways, they are currently operating on the three gauge level system, that is the broad gauge, meter gauge and narrow gauge. Children, make sure that the width that is mentioned in the meters, there you learn it. Okay, it is important that you learn it. The broad gauge, it tend to link the major cities of the country. Then we have the meter gauge. It is the track is laid down in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Assam, and up to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Then we have the narrow gauge, which is used in the mountainous region like Kalka, Shimla, Siliguri, Darjeeling. With the efforts of the Indian government, the conversion of all the gauges into the broad gauge, it has taken place, whereby the transport of the good and the general traffic, it is now better managed and much more convenient and comfortable for the general public as well. How the railways they run in our country, the entire railway, it is managed by the railway board, and the railway network, it has been divided into 16 railway zones, which are further subdivided into divisions. Now the railway zones, from there the Konkan railway, it is the separate zone and it is taken as the cooperated railway. Indian Railway is one of the biggest government project of our country. It has given employment to lakhs of people, and it has gone through the tremendous changes as well. Like earlier, we had the diesel engines, which were then replaced out by the electrification of the trains when it has taken place. Then the pattern of the railway, it has also changed, like the difficult hilly areas, it was covered up. Then various kind of the topography, density of the population, mineral producing area, fertility of the land, arid and the semi-arid condition, all were taken into account. Heavier and the bulky good, which the roadways cannot carry it, the railways can easily take it. That includes the carrying up of the big containers as well. Much of the development has also taken place with keeping in view the comfort of the general people as well, where the fast moving trains, they were incorporated into the railways. Then the introduction of the trams, then the introduction of the metros, mono train project is also being taken care of by the government, and then the introduction of the bullet trains, which the project of which it has already been initiated in the country. With regard to the advantages of the railways, we have got the largest network of the railways, and it is used both for carrying out the passengers as well as the goods, and they are the cheapest mode of the transportation if the goods they are of bulky nature, if they are of heavier nature. Then the railways, they also connect the hinterland areas to the seaport, and they have played an important role in the economic development and the urbanization of the country. They have connected the eastern states to the western and north to the south. The railways, they have also helped to develop the agricultural as well as the industrial sector. Local trains, they have also become very important in the metro cities. Then the super fast trains, they have helped in the movement of the people from one place to another, the fast movement of the passengers. Then the computerization in the way of the ticketing, they have also brought about the great relief to the passengers. And let us go to the disadvantages of the Indian railways now. The railways, they have a tough competition with the roadways, and they also cannot give door-to-door facilities like the roadways it does. Then the tremendous amount of the pressure with regard to the traffic, with the ever increasing population, urbanization and industrialization. Then it is unsafe due to the poor maintenance. Then the general strikes and the lockouts, they people also, they tend to harm the railway tracks. They tend to put a stop to the movement of the trains, then the ever-changing policies of the government, the old obsolete machineries, all of it, the lack of the passenger facilities, cleanliness at the railways, they have posed a great problem to the Indian railways. They are the disadvantages that is associated with the Indian railways. Another one being that the construction of the railways, it cannot be done in the hilly areas or in the forested area. Then the different gauge method that the country is having, it interrupts with the smooth flow the trains. Then there is always the lack of coordination between the various means of the transportation, which is also at the